a chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57. We are underway now in the NFC Championship. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Play fake for Swift. Now Goff. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Rashawn Gary. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And some space here. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
And we saw that advantage right there. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On first and 10, it's Swift. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. They'll try the air now with Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. To throw is Goff. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now they'll bring up second down.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Throwing again on second and 10. Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. To the air again. Gone. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Now on 2nd and 13, Rodgers to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
But backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Slot man moves right. Goff a handoff here to Swift. 46 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hold on.
There's Goff. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 31, Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
First down, Green Bay.
Now Rodgers. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Rodgers to throw once more. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. 7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there to bring up a third down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll go again to Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Johnson's kick is good, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
They're on 26-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship battle.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Swift. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 71 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
They'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown! Jason Kabinda, 40 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead here in this NFC NFC Championship game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try to run and try to keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back there to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. The slot man in motion right. Throwing is Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run off tackle with Jones. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Punter Sterling Hofrichter out now on 4th down. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. From midfield, here's Rodgers. This one's swung out here to Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 1st down, Rodgers firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Rodgers again now. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return. CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the air. And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Lions 28.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 29, Rodgers eluding and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rodgers now, after the sack, they lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough. Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
On second down, it's Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense has got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game. And really, they've just been sharp on all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, But that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On play action, Rodgers. He'll buy some time right, and he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
After the incomplete